Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with load 522, day 14. I am recording this way ahead of time because I'm a guest designer today, and I'm actually gonna kind of do something strange in that I'm gonna use I'm recording this, of course load is taking place in May, and you're seeing this on May 14th. I'm recording it in April, and I have my April scrap backwards kit that I'm gonna use. And what gave me the idea to use my scrap backwards kit is the prompt is based on the really tall, the tallest building in the world that's in Dubai, and it has layers and layers. It's kind of, I wish I had printed a photo of it, but that will be included in the prompt video, so you'll have a chance to see that. So the prompt is about being better, faster, bigger, taller, whatever, competitive. And so we're to scrap about something that we're good at. And just this past weekend, I spent some time with my baby sister, Patrice, and I drove to pick her up where she lives in Louisiana, and we drove on to Houston, stayed at a hotel downtown where we could easily walk to see the Astros play baseball. And as we were walking there, we passed the Jean Dubuffet sculpture that they've moved from another part of downtown to this Discovery Green area. And I took a selfie of us, and everybody who has seen it in my family has said, "Oh, look, another bad selfie." And a few years back, John and I took a really long trip, and every time I took a selfie, somebody's head was chopped off, or we were standing way too far apart, or we blocked out whatever it was we were standing next to. So it kind of got to be a joke that I'm the bad selfie queen, the queen of bad selfies. So the thing I do best is take bad selfies. So I love this picture though, because it got the sculpture, the skyline, the beautiful blue skies, whatever that sign is that looks like a stick sticking out of my head, which is another aspect of it. My one eye that's closed, my glasses are dark, and I cut off part of my face, and you can see all my frizzy hair that was responding to the humidity there. So I love it. And the technique prompt was to use lots of layers. So I just, out of the remaining papers in my scrap backwards kit, I cut some in at 4x5 size, which is the size of my photo, and just kind of layered them kind of wonky back there, and I distressed the edges with my scissors. Now, to make the layers show, I'm gonna layer things in between them, including, maybe some foam tape to kind of press them up. So, but for now, I thought I'd start with this, and I'm just gonna go ahead and lay it down. And I'm gonna kind of let some of the tape overhang the adjacent layers. I'm gonna start with it kind of below center and left of center. I don't know why, but that seems like a position that kind of helps things, helps your eye naturally goes there. I think is what I'm trying to say. So I'm putting this little piece of foam kind of right there, to make that stand up from that bright red layer. And then I'm going to put the other piece of, another piece of foam kind of over in a different area so the red stands up on the, well, I don't want it there. So the red stands up from the camera paper. Then I'm really going to put I'll put a piece of the foam tape here under the camera paper because I've got more of it showing because I wanted to be able to see the cameras. There, and then I will put another piece of this foam. You can kind of see how that's raising those layers up and you're able to see the differentiation. I'm going to put one right under here and I'll let that be some of the foam. My title is going to be Bad Selfie, Great Day or something like that. So I need to be sure, like I thought I'd put Bad Selfie up here and then Great Day down here. So right next to this, I'm going to do, in my Scrap Backwards kit, there was a pattern paper. I believe it's a Chamel paper from her Go Now Go collection, and it has a bunch of suitcases. So I fussy cut a bunch of suitcases out, and I thought I would stack them. And this is going to amount to layers of suitcases. I'm going to kind of do that one at a little bit of a wonky angle. And I'll do another one. And I'm going to put the thin strip of tape kind of up at the top part of it. Or do I really want to do it on the bottom part? Okay. We'll do that. And then I've got another one here. I'm just going to stack up the suitcases that are like really suitcases. Because we were on a trip and we were living out of suitcases, I kind of thought this was appropriate. And I'm not trying to match any of the colors in the photo. I started out kind of trying to do that, but I decided that all colors can go. And that's kind of how I prefer to scrap anyway. I don't abide by any particular color rules. I'm going to put this here, and then this, next to it, kind of in front of those. Let me just do it that way, and then I've got a little open area there that I can maybe do a flare or one of these little layered florals. I cut these florals from this border tape, and I layered one on top of the other. So I'm going to take this layering thing in to every extreme. Okay, there's a little layered flower there. I was thinking that I might do this flare here. I want to be sure that I still see those cameras. And I could, this is, what I like about this is it's a sky with asteroids, and we were on our way to see the asteroids. So not, I'm kind of taking that maybe a bit too far, but I thought I just had this banner kind of hanging around on my desk and thought I needed to use it. So I'll do that. Maybe that's where I'll write bad selfie. Let's see how this works out. I'm going to use these little puffy sticker alphas that are from Obed Marshall. They came in a Mind the Scrap kit, and I love them. Oh, come now. This keeps coming up because the little area underneath the flare where I put the adhesive is a little bit deeper than it is with the smaller flare. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I have bad. Now hopefully I can get selfie across there. Let's see, there's an S. I love these little letters. They are so cute. And I get questions about them. I personally have never seen them in a store. They came in the kit from Mind the Scrap, and I know one of these days I'm going to want to replace them. So I probably ought to figure out where I can get them. I know that Joanne in the U.S. sells American Crafts and has lots of the designer products, including Obed Marshall at times, but I will admit I have not seen these alphas. So I'll put those aside. And now I'm going to start going through my sticker sheets. I don't know if you know about in Scrap Backwards, what we do is we start with a sticker sheet. And this was my main sticker sheet. And in the month of April, I have pretty much, used most of it up. But I have some things. I was thinking maybe I could layer this so you could see it was a heart, but you couldn't necessarily see what it says. And if something does show of what it says, then I could just kind of cover it up with something else. I'll just put that there and trust that I can find something to cover that up with. And I think that may be all I use from here. I might use this little sticker that says hot as just for a little bit of color. I'm going to cut it in half and put it in right there so you can see the color, but you can't really tell what it says or ever said. So I'm going to do the same thing here, just right there. So that's just another kind of indication of a layer, if you will. I could do the same thing with this pink, but I'm not happy adding that color pink to this layout. So I'll put that aside. This one has this bit right here that says clearly, and I was thinking I could maybe put it so only the clearly shows, and this would say, it would be like it was saying it's clearly a bad selfie. So I've used that one. And let's see what else we have going on here. Those banners would be cute, and what I think I may do with those is use them and cover up the circles with flair. Not sure about that, but I'm not going to use them on this page. I like this strip of numbers, and I'm going to put that in as a layer here. I think I'll put it over that yellow, and then I'll bring it up there, and it can hide. Look there, see, it hides what's on that heart, but you can still kind of see that that was a heart. Okay, and I have this little yo-yo. I will never use that as a yo-yo. I will never use a yo-yo in anything, I don't think. So I'm going to just tuck it maybe here for some color. Again, separating the layers so that you're getting the full effect of how many layers there are there. Okay, and I think I'm good with that sticker sheet. Don't have anything else on there. I have been, if you've followed my Scrap Backwards videos every week, I've been trying to use this since the very first week of the month. I'm gonna think I may end up just using it for color and not letting the arrow show. Although, just a tiny bit of the arrow shows, and that scallop edge really kind of adds something to there, I think. So, here's a, what on earth keeps sticking? Okay, maybe that's what that is. Okay, I've got this So Happy Together would work, but I think I need something smaller. This flag says together, and I could maybe kind of squeeze that in under there. Okay, I like it. And it's my sister and me together. This one says family. And I could maybe squeeze it in right there. Okay, so that's kind of, I'm going for and now finally achieving this kind of splayed out sort of look. I like this that says fun, but maybe that could be part of my title. Bad selfie, good times. How about that? Bad selfie, good times. I'm going to use this as my title instead of the alphas and stuff that I brought out that I was really not going to have room for, I think. So I'm going to do that, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I didn't even remember that I had that sticker. Let's see, is there anything else I want to use on here? I love this little sheet right here, but I don't think, if this were on the other side, I mean, I guess I could do it that way. I would do it over here because I need something. I don't need anything, but it would look nice over here because it would balance this. Now, I've got this framed, the worth 1,000 words. Not necessarily anything I'd want there, but I could scooch it way down here and put this hello here. I'm going to put it on some foam to hold it up. And I've got the scallops kind of balancing the scallops over on this side. And you'll laugh because the next sticker sheet is the one I thought I'd use the most of. And I may not have room for any of it. Okay, so that works. Let's put this aside since I do have this next one. This one is, I've used some alphas off of it. Let's go to this one next. I don't have, well, there's this word busy that is kind of stuck there. Where do I want to put it? Maybe right there, here. There we go. Let's see. Again, there are some things I could use for color. There's this, if I could sneak it in underneath those numbers, that would give me another kind of a dimensional enhancement of the layered look. I'm gonna put this aside. I like this one, but I don't think I need that. No place I can use those photo corners. If I used a photo corner here, it would cover me up, which might be worthwhile using. Okay, here we go. There are lots of things in here that seem to fit the color palette, and this is kind of a light, kind of a wimpy paper. I'm not sure where this sticker sheet came from, but this says you and me. I might cut that off and just use the banner maybe layered in up here by these banners. Let me get that sticker up. See if I can squeeze that in. I'm going to make it shorter. And I'm going to squeeze it underneath that. There we go. Just a bit of color, and it adds in a different red, which for me kind of helps to explain why I have this kind of dull red and this really bright red, and there's a bright red, there's a darker red now, and the reds in these suitcases, they didn't actually match, but now they're kind of all forming a composite picture here of I'm going to add that same red under here. And I don't know if I want the word captured to show or not. I think I'm just going to go for the color again. Just do that like that. And I have another version of that red in this triangle. I was thinking of maybe layering triangles up here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm almost getting to the point where I'm thinking this is done. I thought this flare would be funny because it's an abstract representation of a rabbit, and this is an abstract representation of who knows what. So I thought maybe it could go somewhere associated with the title. So let me see if I can make that work. There we go. And I've got this extra little layered floral, which I'll see, since that's at that corner, maybe this one should be up here. And I have one more flare. If I have this one here and that one there, this one maybe ought to go right here, although it's kind of close to being in line with that one. It could go, where does this want to go? If you were this flare, where would you want to go? I could actually put it up here and it wouldn't compete with that one because they look like two completely different kinds of embellishments. So I think I'll do that. And then I've got this layered floral, and I think I may put it here. And then I have these bright red hearts. I thought I might do something to kind of balance that. I'll do my layered hearts there. It's all about the layers. And now I'm going to add some sequins. And these are Kiss and Tell. They're Valentine's Day sequins, But what I'm going to go for are the black and white ones. Maybe have a little trail of them there. And a few down here. So I've got my glue dots, my real dots of glue there. And now I'm going to start putting in the sequins. There are different sizes of these, and in some cases it's white dots on black. In other cases, it's black dots on white. So I'm going to mix those up and maybe mix in a little, there's a little mirrored silver one there. And I've got another one of those right here. It's got a little protrusion there, so it's not sitting flat, and I won't ever really trust that it's gonna stay on there. Come on. This is embarrassing how long it's taking me to pick this up. There we go. Okay, and then down here, I'm gonna go with the black on white, and then I'm gonna go with white on black, and then I'm gonna go with a small black on white, and then one of the little silver ones. The little silvery mirror. Okay, so that's it. I had this out. I was gonna write the word good with these alphas or some other, or I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna use this that says perfect. But I don't need to do that. Now what I think I'm gonna do is add a few sprinkles. I'm gonna cover up my photo and I'm using Dina Wakley Gloss Medium, or I'm sorry, gloss spray, Dina Wakley Media gloss spray. And it's got kind of a look like paint. It's very opaque, so it makes nice white sprinkles on a black background. So, but I'm not a good, I'm not very good at sealing it or handling it, because I tend to, when I do that, I spill it. And it's the only one of the colors. The white is the only color that does that. So it must have a little bit different, I don't know, when it closes, it must not seal right. Anyway, there's my page. It is, there's a skyscraper in the background, not nearly as tall as the one in Dubai. But and there are lots and lots of layers. There are layers of suitcases, there are layers of banners, there are layers, paper layers under the photo, more banners over here, layers of stickers, layers of hearts, and now layers of sequin. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and enjoy load. This is a fabulous, fabulous event, just always, but this particular subject matter is just fascinating to me. So I'm loving it. Bye.